Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today with us, we are having the start of the Kingdom of Steel tournament where players build their armies of division. And so they select about 15, 20, whatever division. They have 30 points to select each division based on a tier list. And you can only use the division once in the entire tournament, unless you get to be in the semifinals and you're lacking division, then we have another system for you to pick some divisions. But other than that, you got to be really careful with what divisions you're using. And we're going to start seeing the people that are in my group because I figure by casting their game, I'll get a better insight into how they play. They are all noobs anyway, and I will crush them all. So I don't need to do that, but I just want to make sure I crush them better. Okay? So we are going to start with Willard playing on a Maverick income with 6 Airborne. He's going to get a lot of snipers. He's going to get a few Tetrak Little John. I'm surprised he doesn't take more because these Daimler, they can actually punch quite, they can pack quite a punch, but he's not taking them. And he's going with the engineers. Paris. These guys have snipers. He's double vetting them all, by the way, except for the engineers, of course. But everyone is double vetted. Even in B phase, double vetted. The Grenadier Volt are not double vetted, and you would think that at least one, because they do have 2 brand machine gun, and so they can be very good infantry and not that expensive, but he doesn't. Anyway, and then he's going with the air landing as well. Air landing are not that great, okay? They have the bazooka, which is why you would want them, or because they don't cost a lot, which is the second reason why you would want them. But if you're going to take the air landing because of the cost, might as well get the glider crew. But you do only get 18 of them, but they are much better than the air landing. Air landing are just not that great. You might want to take them in A phase because they have bazookas, and that's about it. But we'll see. We'll see if Willard is able to do something with that. He's also going with 12 AB Paris double vetted. So a lot of double vetted infantry. 87 on a Maverick income, 87 infantry is just enough. So it doesn't matter. And I'm excited actually to see these troops. We're going to see them in 3-star with these Canadian leaders. So I'm actually yeah, I'm excited to see how these pairs are gonna act in 3-star. We have a lot of Tetrak, but then again, I wonder if he could have just removed this and then take Daimler Cooper's sorry, Daimler Little John, because let's see. Because he, he does have, like, that would have been awesome. 1, 2, 3 cards of potent tank. They do 130 mil damage. They're agile. They're really good, but he didn't do that. He went instead for these guys. That does 75 mil damage. We'll see. We'll see. He's going with the Cromwell as well and the Challenger in C phase. Challengers do a lot of damage, but are very weak. They do shoot at 2k range, so they're kind of like the special weapon of the division that's supposed to make them last in the long game. But they're really not all that. But they are something to be careful of when you're playing against 6th Airborne. We're going with Flamers in the support tab, Vickers, and the Pack 75 mil. 1 vetted, strange. These guys can be good at killing Panzer IVs and things like that. Piat in A phase, 6-pounder. The Pack 75, the Pack 40, basically a 2-star Pack 40 in A phase. Hopefully, this is not gonna get destroyed too fast, but it is a formidable weapon. But honestly, I don't know. It is only just 1 unit. You're paying 2 activation point for. We're going with 3 pulse and 20 mil, and that's surprising because 6 Airborne does need Like, look, I know they're bad AA, but they do need them. At least take the CMP Polston, um, double vetted. I don't know. Anyway, a howitzer 75 mil for artillery, double vetted. Centaur 4 also with some with some off map, sorry, and some 25 pounders in C phase. 25 pounders are really not all that. They kind of suck. I wouldn't take them personally. You do have the Centaur, take them in B phase, and you're pretty much good for the entire game of artillery. Yeah, and then Tempest, Typhoon, Tempest. And that's pretty usual for 6 Airborne. It is a dangerous thing to do in this meta because the AA, well, not just in this meta, but the AA buff that's been happening a long time ago kind of put the nail in the coffin for all divisions that relied on planes. 70 SC, 6th Airborne, but not so DFL because first DFL is extremely good. It doesn't need its airplane. Um, but it was nice to have still. But yeah, these are excellent planes, but they're very expensive. And look, you're going to pay 145 points for 250 pound. Why? Why would you do that? No, you remove that. Um, take at least the mosquito, napalm. Like these are napalm bombs. Okay, they're very powerful. They kill tanks. All right. So anyway, doesn't matter. Then you get the Typhoon with the 8 150 mil HESAP rockets. These are extremely deadly. 160 point though. You get, I don't know why he got Tempest fighters. I really don't. They do get 4 20 mil bullets. Um, but then again, these guys also do it. So this is an incredible waste of space and ammo and points. I mean, because you don't need that. You have that already right here. And these bombs are not like 2K pounders, they're not, it's not that bad if you lose that plane. Well, it is because it is so expensive. But if you're going to take Tempest plus these guys, it's not a really good combo. And you're wasting so much points that it's really useless. You remove this, you remove this. You had this dude and you had that dude. And there you go. You're good. But that's not what he did. Yeah, I really question these choices. I'm not sure if you had it in A or B. It doesn't matter. And then Typhoon, more Typhoon AT in Phase B, and some Tempest Mark 5 in C Phase with two 500-pound bombers. The air are not that great with 6th Airborne. But I think I would pick the Mosquitoes before anything just because they're so goddamn less expensive and they're just as good. They're just as good. In a form of speaking, you get these guys like that. You get him, and then since you got all mosquitoes, you could be taking the Tempest. You could be taking these mosquitoes for strafing the ground only, or if you really want, you could also be taking these guys for anti-air. You get them only for, well, first of all for their fighting ability and then for their bombs. It's probably what I would do. It doesn't matter what I would do because that's not my game. So let's go and take a look at what opponent Glogi is going to take. So Willard, I will have to fight. Glogi as well. These guys are in my group, as I said. Glogi is going with 5th Cavalry Motorizata. Oh boy, that's going to be hard to play against. 5th Cavalry, always scary. They have R2s, AB Usor, Kalarasi, a lot of Kalarasi. 12 AB Horch, they have Pioneer, Rosiori again, Begleitgrenadier coming double vetted. They don't need to be double vetted, all right? Let me tell you that. But double vetted would absolutely shred in the 300-meter range, though. You aware of that? You don't want to use these guys in the open at all. You got the Pioneer Assault. You got the leader with the bazooka. You got More pioneery. Oh my lord, he doesn't have light infantry in A phase. I mean, sorry, in B phase. That is so weird. He's got the pioneery Calarasi and the Rosiori assault. And well, the pioneery Calarasi basically are, when I look at that, they're basically are light infantry. Just, I don't know. Try not to use them in CQC. Strange choices. These guys are pretty good too, you know. The Rosiori 2 ZB30, 7 Carabinier, 1 Beretta. So the Pioneery Calarasi is basically better for the CQC, of course, but the Rosiori is well equipped for long range fighting. At 500-meter, they are better than the Pioneer. They cost the same thing, and they have more availability too. I don't like these choices. I don't like them. You get 4 Stug 3, ZB53 in A face with some Breda. You got the Puska anti-car plus the Panzerschreck with 2-star AC-45. Get some Risita. In B face, you get more 45 mil anti-tank, double star, and some Risita as well. I'm afraid he might not have enough AT to double star these guys. Is unnecessary in my opinion. Well, whatever. I'm excited to see them in double star. That's true. He's got some 25 mil 1-star with some 75 mil. As 7-1, sorry. They're all in A. And then you get some Bofors in B face. You get some OBS artillery, mortar 60 mil, 122 mil with some off map in B face. And in A, you get the IAR 37 with the bombs, IAR 80M BR 21. This is the rocket one. Okay. You get the, oh no, he got the BF-109 G4, okay, and the HE-11 in B face. Now, why am I saying oh no? Well, look at that. First of all, these guys are 110 points, and yes, they do a lot of damage. They have 320 mil, okay, but the IAR ADM has 220 mil, 4 Browning automatic. So to me, it kind of compensates. Now, the BF-109 does 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 with 3.80, more or less 3.80 damage, and the IAR will do 3.58, 60, 3.60. Like, you see the difference here? You see the difference? 70 points to 110. You do not want to underestimate these guys at all. And you do have the bombers, and the bombers have the exact same output. It's, why would you take the BF-409? And you do have 4 of these guys. No, people underestimate the IAR all the time. I see it constantly, and I see it when I use them, and I go face to face with an enemy, and he's like, holy shit, the IAR are really strong. Yes, they are, and they're 70 points. Take him. Take him. All right, guys, let's go and get into the game. Get your popcorn. Let's enjoy ourselves. All right, the game is loading, and while our game is loading, I just want to throw it out there that I've also started introducing another RTS in my channel. I don't post it to my feed because, you know, you guys might not be interested to do so, but it is a Terminator RTS that just came out. And yeah, there's a bit of love that need to be given, but the game is excellent. It's a good game. I do recommend it. There's an extensive campaign. It is primarily a campaign, you know, when it came out. It came out a week ago, maybe a couple days ago. And but they're announcing that they will work a whole lot on the multiplayer. So there's that to look out for. All right, let's get into SD2. Here we are. And here we have it, the first game of the Kingdom of Steel tournament that I'm casting, because there is a couple more that came before. But there you go. Comrade Gloggy in the blue corner. Willard 97 in the red corner. Willard is going extremely hard in the middle there. It's a strange decision because there's usually a lot going on around these parts to stop such an attack. But we'll see. We'll see. He does have these guys that will be supporting. Over here, we have a regular deployment. These Tetrak are going into town, so basically Willard is going both over here and into town. Very aggressive gameplay. I have to remember that when I play against him. Although I know how to counter spammers because I spam. And this is what I often tell people is when I get spam in QP and I tell them, you cannot spam a spammer. And I destroy them. But yeah. Alright, this is obviously going to fail. There's not a lot of support. There definitely isn't. These guys, they do quite good. Plus now there's a 75 mil against these dudes. Oh wow, that's going to hurt. Willard will be falling back. This guy will be dying from that 75, I assume. Yes, and there you go. Completely failed. And now you've got this open to the enemy as well. That is pretty bad. But overall, he did do pretty good with a 15-9 as he captures the entire town and its suburbs from the enemy with the Tetrak as well. IAR 37 coming in for the bombing run on, I don't know, that or whatever he sees. Doesn't do much here. AB Usor coming in, but against the Tetrak, I mean, that's not going to do much. It is definitely not. Artillery and CQC experts are being called in. I wonder if it would have been better to kind of try to move them here, you know? Now he's going right over here. He's going to try to take control of this forest with the oxen box. Not a great place for CQC units, but let's see what he can pull off. They are 2-star. You know, most of all infantry here on his side are 2-stars, so he might have some good luck with that. 60 mil mortars coming in, but he does have a lot of target now to be aware of. Like 75, AB engineer, Tetrak coming in. Sniper going to take the full brunt of the Begleit Grenadier. 2-star and in wood cover. Not going to take a lot of suppression from the snipers. And there you go. The snipers died. Next in line will be the 6-pounder. These engineers are going to be coming in here. They could destroy the Begleit Grenadier just because Begleits are not CQC units. As long as they don't take them in the light forest, it should be good. Alright, so one of the oxen bucks looked like he died. There's only one remaining. There's an engineer coming in here. More paras are being called into the forest, which is strange because these guys are long range. They do have snipers. Maybe he intend to put them on the ridge here, which would make sense. Pioneer from Glogi behind the machine gun. Machine gun won't be able to do anything. No way they would just, you know, surrender the machine gun and start shooting. But yeah. So Glogi is taking significant amount of ground here. Puska Antikar is going to be really scary in these woods as well. 60 mil mortars will start trying to find some target. 45 mil, 2-star. There you go. First shot, first kill. 13-11 now for Willard. As these pioneers will get, they're falling back. That I was gonna say, you know, that anti-car here would have been so good. Over here, we're holding on. They're all dead. They all died. Oh god, this one probably to the 60 mil mortar. Oh no, there is still one right here. We'll take out the Heavy user, no problem. There you go. First shot penetrated. Second shot dead. Three-star AC-47. $13.11 for Willard still. Golgi could be capturing this. There's definitely an opening for him to do so. He's not taking advantage. Oh, maybe he is now. Over here, the R2 going to get destroyed by the Tetrak, of course. Wow, okay. I underestimated these guys. 40 mil damage. Okay, they did all die in the end though. I was right. I was right. Tug over here going to be told to go on the hill. Oh man, you gotta go lower than this. IR will try to get that pack 40, and without anti-air, it will heat a load. IR really good at what they do. When they're unopposed, they could be a Tempest coming in soon, but it doesn't look like it. Plus, he's probably doesn't have the points for that anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't look close. So, and there you go. Six-pounder going to be targeted. So we'll have to be careful. Tetrak moving a little bit. The Puska Antikar is now in motion. These guys are going to be scary. Two Solotune S18100 with a 40 mil damage. 40 rounds per minute, guys. So that's, well, basically that's 20 rounds each per minute. It's still a beast. A real beast. And this leader will suffer the price of riding through there. He's already got more that died. I do believe this is the perpetrator, and he hasn't seen that, so he keeps coming in again. And there you go. Ouch. There's only 3 leader in this deck. And now people cannot reinforce around here. It only takes Glogi to push a little bit in order to take this entire ground. No reinforcement coming there either. Tempest. Tempest flying. Well, Tempest plane coming in for the IAR succeeds. That's 145 points, my friends. 145 points to destroy a 15 points unit. You know, and that's why you really want to push some anti-air before you do your air. There's anti-air is less expensive, especially with 60B. And he already had these fighter bombers, so he could have been using these guys instead to destroy those planes. Artillery, he is making known that is there. IR doing some strafing, and looks like. Don't know exactly what he's doing. Still flying. 1311 for Glogi now. Tempest coming in. Unfortunately, now he's get right behind. Oh no. But is too fast. And what do I say? Fires are not that useful because they're too fast. And here we have the exact reason why 145 points couldn't keep speed with an IAR. Wow. That is truly amazing. Alright, Tempest is going to ring into the skies. And there doesn't seem to be anything else happening on the game right now. 1410 for Glogi. $75 mil wasting his ammo. Well, no, actually, it looks like it's doing a great job. Islita Vickers coming in. Another Tempest for the IAR. 15-9 for Glogi. Surprisingly, Glogi actually got the better of the... He never captured this flag here. He actually went for... I'm sorry. Yeah, Glogi never captured this flag. He went for this one. Finally, the... Oh my god, we've missed all of that. We've missed all of that. Oh my lord, he just... That was the leader we saw earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4. He just kept sending in troops and troops and troops. And one day he saw that and he was like, fuck. You gotta wonder. When you send troops and they never arrive, you've got to watch the road and make sure. He's probably so pissed now, and is basically the reason why he lost this entire place. And yeah, it is bad. It is really, really bad. 17-7 as Glogi captures this entire wood. He's recapturing the town slowly by slowly. He's even going to put an AC-75 mil right smack dab in the middle. And Willard surrenders. Major defeat, 1,000 to 1,500. Poof. Well, here goes for the first game of the Kingdom of Steel. There will be many, 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 many. And so keep your eyes out for that. Attack Power is also covering the tournament. And yeah. Oh, look at that. Puska Antika. 2 Tetrak. 1. Oh my god. 2 leaders. He called in another leader right after. 2 paras. 1 Grenadier Volt. 1 AB. Oh my lord. This really killed him. This really killed him. Oof. Well, all right, guys. Well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow, most likely, for the next game. It is 2 games per matchup, so they do have to do another game, and we will see it. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day. Goodbye.